fictional.
Hey, you know what time it is?
What time is it, man?
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Beatdown, the segment where two worlds collide. I am your host, Clyde. This is my co-host,
Mr. J. We would like to remind you, if you enjoy our videos or our content, go in the section below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yeah, we're keeping it 100 subs, people. That's right, we reached 100. So proud, we're very honored, very humble. Thank you guys. We're going to keep trying to bring new great content, new episodes for you guys to enjoy. And today, we decided we're going to continue on our tournament. Villains and anti-heroes. And,
yeah, we realized early on a couple of mistakes were made. Some people were added to the list that maybe shouldn't have, but, we're moving on.
I will be representing the DC Comics Black Adam. Brief origin story time. Not exactly brief, but let's just get into it anyway. So, it starts off with a place called Kahndaq, where lightning is born. It's a magical realm, and it gets taken over by a group called Ibak, and they enslave these people. This kid named Ahmed is one of those slaves. Eventually they wind up being tortured in the cave, having to work and all that stuff, dying of dehydration, getting whipped consistently. Eventually the kid kept pleading and pleading for a god to help them, but no god would hear him. Eventually a voice actually did hear him, and it was his uncle Adam. And in the process of saving his life, he also gets actually stabbed, a point where he might die. So Adam and Amen, I think I'm saying that right, are trying to flee, and they're trying to find a way to get out. Can't seem to find a way out. Eventually Ibak's group seems to be closing in on them. They're freaking out, and then bam, they get teleported to a magical realm. They get teleported to the Rock of Eternity, a magical realm where sorcerers and sorceries used to come together, become one, but eventually it kind of closed down a little bit. So, 7 wizards were sitting down saying, "Hey, what's up, kid? Oh, it looks like your uncle's dying." And, they offer him an option. They're like, "Hey, we want you to be our champion, our, new magic kind of Superman kind of character." Okay, so he says, "I'm not really all up for that, but if you spare my uncle's life, I'll do it, yeah." So he says, "Okay, we'll spare your uncle's life, but here's how we're gonna do it. You have to join with him." So they said, okay. He said, "All right, I agree to that." And the uncle agreed to it too. So they said, "All right, chant my name, Shazam." And then eventually they obtained his powers. So now the uncle and the son are one, but they also get divided when they turn back to normal. They eventually go back to Kahndaq. Uncle is not having it. He's really mad about what has happened. These people have killed their loved ones, everyone they've ever cared about. He wants revenge. The kid, Amen, no, he says we have to go the other way about it. He's like, he doesn't think revenge is the best way to go. Now, at first, the kid thinks, okay, the uncle is very convinced. He says, "All right, yeah, you know what, you're right." Gives him a hug, makes him feel like he's, gonna let his guard down. Eventually, they both chant the name, and the uncle kills the kid before the lightning hits them, and he obtains all the power, and that's the brief origin story of Black Adam. Alright, now let's get into power, abilities, and feats. I'm going to try to see if I can go on this really quickly because the origin story was ridiculously long. Alright, with the stamina of Shu, Black Adam is almost invulnerable. Shu is an Egyptian god of the air whose name means he who rises up. The speed of Huru allows Black Adam to run, move, and fly at least Mach 500 in atmosphere. The strength of Amen is likely Black Adam's strongest area. The wisdom of Suhuti, sorry if I said that wrong, gives Adam access to godly level of knowledge, magical and mundane. The power of Anton fuels the magic lightning that transforms Adam, and Adam can use the lightning bolt as a weapon by dodging it and allowing it to strike an opponent. The courage of Mahin, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, provides Adam with a godly degree of inner strength, including superhuman resistance to psychic manipulation or any form of mind control. For a time, Adam had the augmented power set of an extra goddess by the name of Isis. With these abilities, Adam could further enhance his already stupendous enchanted power sets to new and wondrous heights. Alright, again, let's get to the list. Supernatural strength, supernatural speed, supernatural invulnerability, supernatural perception, supernatural guardians, magical lightning manipulation, magic flight, knock down Superman, take a blast from Power Girl, his thunder shock, has been known to destroy city blocks. Black Adam is thought it's Dr. Fate as a joke as he was attacking him. Okay? Resists a telepathic attack from Martian Manhunter. Once fought off the combined forces of the Justice League of America, Justice League of Society, and the Teen Damn Titans. Okay? An entire squad of people. Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman were not included in the fight, but think about how many other super meta human beings and godlikes were in that fight to take down Black Adam, and he took him. Alright. Let's see. He made Death Die, destroyed a whole nation called Bayala. Alright, so the end game. That's what I want to call it now. I think it's fun. Alright, so the end game to this. Black Adam, in order to win this, let's get real. Sentry and Black Adam are both kind of on the equal level of strength. They're both equally impressively strong, speed, everything. They kind of have the Superman formula with a little added juice to it. So they're pretty much, when it comes to muscle and muscle, it's going to be a stalemate in essence. I mean, they could throw anything they want. They could throw the whole kitchen. They could throw the house, but it isn't really going to do much to either one of them. So this is going to be a little more about adding a little juice to Adam, which would be using his magic. Now, the magic would come in handy because he could probably use a magic spell to kind of conjure a mind control manipulation. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Sentry is strong. There isn't really much weaknesses to Sentry. There isn't a kryptonite that I've heard of, but his mind is unfortunately a little bit fragile. Does have a lot of issues. So Black Adam's best bet would be going after that. If he can mess with Sentry's mind, Sentry would be put in a very vulnerable situation where he wouldn't be able to kind of keep his guard up as much. So if he messes with the mind, now Adam's got to work with the body. Now, after the mind's all kind of a little bit twisted and not really working the way it should be working, Adam can start working on the bottom little by little. Black Adam in a full state with actually nothing, with no mind controls, nothing really hurting him at that moment, is going to be able to kind of beat the holy crap out of somebody. So Sentry taking a mental issue with his mind, along with getting a beating like that, it's going to be a bit of a downfall. On top of that, Black Adam has that incredible lightning, and I think that lightning is also going to come in handy in these particular moments. I mean, he could use it to forge and maybe even kind of manipulate it enough to strike down Sentry. So at the end of the day, I feel like this is how it plays out: wearing the character or wearing Sentry out, get into his mind, mess with it. After he gets in his mind and mess with it, then after that, go for the body. After he works for the body, works on it long and hard enough, after that, bring in the lightning, game over, Black Adam for the win.
My combatant today will be Marvel's The Sentry. Once again, unfortunately, both of us were given the unfortunate task of trying to quickly and briefly give you a long origin. I unfortunately have the same task. Bob Reynolds wakes up from a nightmare, wakes up with his wife. In the middle of the night, all at the same time, he's having little flashbacks of this hero called the Sentry. He has no memories of being the Sentry. And while he's remembering this, he goes downstairs, he finds a book. Inside the book is a special serum. Apparently this special serum is what gives him his abilities and his powers. Sentry has the power of 1 million suns. Now, all at the same time, he starts to realize that his arch nemesis, the Void, is coming back. Now, as he goes along and finds all these big name, prominent Marvel characters like Mr. Reed Richards, I think he even met Tony Stark, not entirely sure. But he kept meeting key people in the Marvel Universe to warn them that the Void is coming and also to see why no one remembers the Sentry. He then learns later that the Void is a evil part of his subconscious, and the only way to stop the Void is to get the Sentry to remember that he is the Sentry. So he basically got his powers back, made everyone remember the Sentry, and then he made everybody forget the Sentry. So that is the brief, just not brief, origin of the Sentry. Alright, I will try to get through his abilities and feats rather quickly. Superhuman physical condition. Superhuman strength and speed. Sorry. He has superhuman senses, energy manipulation, reincarnation, immortality, invisibility, resurrection.
Jesus.
Nigh invulnerable.
I don't mean Jesus because of
Photokinesis, flight, vision. Okay, he has basically 3 different types of vision, which is telescopic, microscopic, infrared, and X-ray. He can teleport. He has biokinesis, psionic power, as well as power sharing. And as the Void, he has molecule manipulation, clairvoyance, night and negative zone augmentations, as well as death touch, something called umbrakinesis and atomokinesis. I'm not sure what those do, but I'm pretty sure it's not good if he's the Void. His feats are: he has shattered Terra the Terram's axe, tossed She-Hulk to New Jersey, shares powers with the Scout, infected the Avengers with the zombie virus, took apart Carnage, took out Loki, as the Void beat Yelena Belova, held off the original Avengers, broke free from Doctor Strange's simulated reality, killed Ares, caught the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, threw the Void into the sun, helps hypnotize Earth's populace. Basically, he hypnotized everyone in the world. He has killed World War Hulk, briefly contained the Cosmic Cube, brushes off a nuclear warhead, resurrected his wife, can do anything a molecule man can do. And yeah, that's about it. The way I see this is if he can briefly hypnotize the everyone on Earth, he could possibly maybe even hypnotize Black Adam, maybe get him to revert back to a child, and then just, I don't want to say it, but we're all thinking it, just,
I mean, he's actually going to turn back into an older guy, but, I mean, older human against a superhuman-like guy like Sentry? Come on.
It's kind of like that scene in Endgame. Was like, what if we just find baby Thanos?
Yeah.
He's like, okay, well, that's horrible. I don't want to say it, but, he has to either kill the old man or the kid. I'm sorry. That's what he's going to have to do. If the hypnotizing doesn't work, he's definitely going to have to use all the strength and power he has to just try to beat the crap out of Black Adam and just hope he can touch him. But see, the problem is Black Adam doesn't have that many weaknesses, at least ones that Sentry can utilize. So if the hypnotizing and his raw power doesn't work, then Sentry's going to have a lot of problems.
Oh, wait, yeah, he does have one weakness. The Rock of Eternity. If Sentry were to get his hands on that and were to stab him with it, he could actually die.
Oh.
I totally spaced out on that. Well,
yeah. Granted, Sentry would have to find it, and I'm pretty sure he's fast enough maybe, but,
teleportation, I guess, would work at that moment.
Well, as the Void, using clairvoyance, I'm pretty sure that's got to help, so...
Yeah, okay,
maybe,
Yeah, so yeah, okay. Yeah,
death touch, I mean, really. I mean, if he turns into the Void, definitely it's going to be... It's going to be bad. I don't know if he could affect Adam with the death touch, but... I mean, there would be only one way to find out. But, as always, we always like to leave it up to you guys. It's not up to me, it's not up to him. Leave it up to you guys in the section below.
Yeah. So, if you guys liked my argument, you can hashtag Black Adam. And if you like my boy's argument, what can you do, brother?
Hashtag Sentry.
And as always, No Press Fam, we really appreciate you guys. We catch you guys later. Peace. Oh, wait. Friendly reminder. If you guys want to vote, we have a polling on our Instagram on CClass90. So if you go follow us there, you'll be able to vote, cast your vote. We do it for like 3 days. So watch today's date. See it for the next 3 days. We're going to do a vote on my Instagram stories. Please watch it. Really appreciate it, guys. Sorry. Catch you guys later. Peace.